What's good, peeps? It's your boy Eduard Todor. I've been on a bit of a book hunt, I guess you could say. So I've been like looking into all these books and stuff, and been like basically all the big names like Jason England, Michael Vincent. Who else did I say? I don't remember, but basically everyone that I went through to look for like book recommendations, eventually at some point pointed me to Ed Marlo. And I know, I mean, he's like this super OG, like, the grandfather of modern card magic, whatever, right? Like, I'm not familiar with, like, you guys know, I'm not familiar with the history, I'm not familiar with, I just learn moves and do them. So, like, it was so many times that it was like Ed Marlo, Bill Malone as well, Ed Marlo. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's really look into this guy. And I mean, I've seen some of the stuff that, like, a couple of performance videos, but it's like I'm not really even too familiar. So let's get into it. Let's see what he's about. Let's see how many moves I can spot, like how many of the moves that kind of taken for granted that he came up with. Let's take a look right now.
This was the Art Wygant film that was shot in the early 1970s. It was done on 8mm. Okay. He's doing color changes. Watch the visual nature of the color changes that he does. Eddie loved variation, one after the other. There's a black card, and he changes it to the red card.
All right.
Now watch this. He loved this. It was a one-handed change. Watch, he'll do it again for you. Look at the visual nature of this. When there was just film, he was great on film because he couldn't go back and rerun it. He always was curious to see what it looked like. Now this is the Curry turnover change. Look at that. Smooth as silk. And the D'Amico second deal.
That's so nice. Considering the fact that he came up with it.
Now this is the eidetic change. Look at how visual.
Wow. Now,
Eddie could do things that required different angles. Watch how he handles the angles on this. It just looks like one card and it merely changes in his hand. When we watched this film in the 70s,
the cleanup
is
getting me right now.
Because we didn't know exactly how he did it, especially one of the changes that's coming up. You'll see it. It's a one-handed change. We had no idea. We ran. Look at this. Look how that just merely changed in the hand. Okay. Now watch this. This is the one. Watch how he just swings his arm and the card changes. We watched that over and over and over again. It wasn't until much later that I really found out how that was done.
That's crazy. Wait, how did he... I'll
now here's a simple change, but look how good it looks in his hands. Eddie really had chops.
So he's like the original
the
move
D'Amico
monkey.
top change.
Like he's a move monkey
look
before
how good
it was
that
cool.
Looks.
Wow.
Here, he'll do it again. People who saw that just couldn't understand how the card changed.
That's cool.
Now, look at this. He's got 3 aces, and then he's got 3 kings and an ace. So he deals 1, 2, 3, and he shows the ace. Now the ace changes to the king, and now he's got all 4 aces.
Wait, wasn't that Leonard Green's laser deal? Or some variation of it?
That's a pretty nice change. He just puts it down.
Leonard's probably variation of this.
Now this one is very interesting. Look at the Queen of Spades. It's in the center of the deck. And then he places the spot card on the table. Now watch. The Queen of Spades changes. The spot card changes to the Queen of Spades, and the spot card is now in the center.
Okay, you do that at any magician convention, and people are gonna like go crazy. All right, and this was like back in the day, like shit like this wasn't around. Like this was like, wow. All right, okay, I see you. I see you. Damn. All right.
Now this is a change of 4 cards. You changed it to 4 aces. I'd hate to play poker with the queen of spades, and the spot card is now in the center. Now this is a change of 4 cards.
Okay, that's
changed it to 4 aces.
Cool
I'd hate to play poker with him. He's going to do it again. Watch.
Oh, okay.
He's got the 4 cards. They're 4 indifferent cards. And he merely squares them up. And now the 4 cards have changed to the 4 aces.
Okay. That's a cool idea. Yeah, this is pretty impressive. I mean,
okay, now
the
this
fact
is a
that
pick
he had
card.
to come up
So
with these,
Rose,
well, like he was kind of the pioneer.
picked the card out. It's the King of Diamonds. He places it back into the center of the deck. He gives the deck a shuffle.
Okay.
Now, he tells her to put the ace of spades any place into the deck. So that marks off a place in the deck. Now he runs through and takes the ace of spades and the card next to it. And it's her selected card.
Very cool.
That's the bomb door.
Very cool.
4 aces. And now the 4 kings. But look at that. That's the triple buckle.
Ooh.
And Eddie claimed to invent the triple buckle. This is Dr. Daly's trick. 2 aces. He shows the 2 black aces, places them down, and all of a sudden he's got the 4 kings. He calls that the 4 king trick.
Good.
Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal that down there. Okay? That's good. That's a 10, and this is a 5.
Huh.
Happening is that we have a 3 of spades here,
Yeah.
and an
I'm
8 of
getting
hearts
lost
here,
in
right?
this. I hope you guys
come over
realize this.
here,
I'm getting lost
and
in
then
this.
The 8 of hearts over here. What's over here?
That's the 8 of hearts.
Over here?
Right.
No, that's the 3 of spades, and over here is the 8 of hearts.
That's
Look at the chops. Look at that.
Look at the chops. Look at the chops. Whoever narrated this is such a funny dude.
Now here he's got the 4 aces and he puts them in the center of the deck. He shows that they're not on the top and they're not on the bottom. Now watch the rhythm of the deal.
Wow. That's insane.
And the 4 aces are dealt from the center.
Whew.
Now he's going to do several
Wow,
center deals
man.
here. The center deal was the hardest deal to do. So watch
Yeah,
carefully.
I haven't worked on any of my
Here's
deals
a center
apart from
deal.
my
You
second.
saw it go directly in, and he's going to deal around and look at the center deal. Because the
Wow,
center deal
man,
was the
that's
fabled deal
insane.
and the one that Vernon looked to find Kennedy to see how it could possibly be done, Eddie had his own technique and could do it in rhythm over and over and over again. Now watch this one.
That's ridiculous.
This is center deal, but it's alternates. And that's very hard to do.
Oh, man. That's
Now
ridiculous.
he's
I
going
mean,
to do it again, but he's going to do like a strike. So each one he's just striking out of there.
Well, how was he doing them before? Was he buckling the center? That's insane.
Now this is one-handed center.
What? Yo, dude, this is
He
crazy.
had great control with it.
Wow, I've never even seen that done.
Oh yes, the one-hand bottom deal. That is a good. You can get a good illusion with that. Let's assume again that the ace of spades is a card. I used to do this at the treasure chest a lot, and I used to get the control the card to the bottom. Then I would tell a spectator, or usually there was a smart punk really who didn't want to buy a Svengali deck. But I told him, cut the cards, and he cut the cards. And I said, right where you cut, we'll deal. It sort of looks fair when you say, right where you cut, we'll deal. And just to show you that I'm not going to cheat too much, I'm going to leave a few more cards down there, because sometimes you think I'm cheating a little bit. But they used to give me a fairly sizable pack left. Some would cut off one, some would cut off 2 or 3 cards. It didn't make any difference. In either case, you say, right where you cut, I'm going to deal. So you pick these cards up and you say, you ask him to give you a number.
All right, 6.
All right, so you would deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you
I
said
first
6.
met Eddie
Now
in
you
the 60s,
turned, and this is the.
and he was
the card
actually
that's
at
gonna
the
be
treasure
the
chest.
sixth card.
And he
Wash
was
the other
performing
Wow.
magic behind there. The
That's
first thing I saw him
crazy.
do was an estimation trick. So
I'll try
he
to
did the
do
most
that's the
complex
spades. The trouble
magic
with these
then.
demonstrations, you always have to prove that the card
That's
is
a D'Amico
there.
second deal.
I'll try to.
That's mad, dude.
He and Carmen did it so interesting.
To be fair, that
I'm
actually
releasing
looks
two
Seemed to come
cards.
from nowhere.
That is immaterial because Carmen used to do it.
It was
and
the top
you
card
just
of a watch.
kind of went in
Boom,
there and just
there
did
it
that.
comes.
It didn't make any difference really. Which is the second set as well. You just deal.
Okay,
look
yeah,
at
no, I
this
can see
second
myself
deal.
doing that one.
That's a normal dealing second deal. Like
It's just
that means
unbelievable.
spades. This is
Watch the rhythm.
an
You would
excellent
never
Very
know
good.
he was doing a
Those are
second
push-off.
deal
Those are
there.
push-off
the action
seconds.
is so normal
You can
looking
tell.
that you can expose it. Doesn't make any difference because you can take him in all
Yeah.
the time.
So
with
when he
this
wanted
kind
to
of
take you in,
Very nice. All right. Those center deals just killed me because the thing is, I'm not a big gambling guy. Like I'm gonna look stupid if the center. Wait a minute. Let me dust off my expert at the card table real quick. I don't believe that they even dealing without that, the player without that. Does it even mention center deals? Yeah, expert at a table only has top, bottom, second, one-handed seconds, I think. I can't seem to see anything about that. So even expert at the card table doesn't have that. I don't recall. Maybe Jason England had something on center deals or something like that. The craziest one I've seen is the Greek deal where you can deal off second from the bottom, so you can have like an extra card on bottom, and still deal, I don't know, some kind of buckle action. I don't even remember. Oh no, this guy's Ed Marlo, man. Damn, can't believe I didn't know who. Like, I knew who he was, but I can't believe I haven't really looked into him. Oh, such a high level, man. Such a high level. Anyway, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. I hope you learned something. I hope if you didn't know who Ed Marlo was, now you do. We're learning something together, you feel? I mean, yeah. That's really about it for today's video. If you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You feel me? I do daily content. Daily. You feel? So, yeah, as always, matter of respect, much love. I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Oh, and I forgot to say stay lit. So, do that too.